Look at that.
Right on, right on. All right, so you requested a game of Joshpardy.
I did.
Okay?
That is what I did.
And okay, so here's what I did. I know you're a big Kevin and Jenna fan. So I had 2 categories left over from their Joshpardy. Those will be the last 2 categories we go through for you guys.
Yeah.
So I've got 5 total categories here for Joshpardy.
All right.
Listen, we can do okay, we got it. All right, I'm feeling it. All right, so your first category is an over-under kind of category. But it's sequels, and if they're higher or lower on Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, so those are your only 2 answers. So higher or lower on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Okay, and just going with the sequels. Okay,
yeah.
So no, like, Men in Black 4, the one with Chris Hemsworth. Okay,
Yeah.
it's just the one immediately after the first one. Okay.
Okay.
Are you guys ready? We put 90 seconds on the clock. We start with James, then we go to Brett, back and forth.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Bad Boys 2, higher or lower than Bad Boys 1?
Higher.
Oh, it's lower for some silly reason. 42% for the first one, 23% for the second one. Over to Brett. Brett, Lethal Weapon 2.
Oh gosh. I gotta say lower.
Ooh, it's higher. It's higher. 82 to 80.
Dang.
James, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Higher.
It is higher. It is higher. 82 to 81, barely.
Ooh, close.
Over to Brett. Twilight Saga Noon Moon.
Oh no, I think everyone went to see the first one as a joke, but I'm gonna say higher.
No, it's lower, much lower. 28% to 49% of the first one. Over to James. Another 48 Hours.
Lower.
Much lower. 23%.
Never even heard of it.
2-1. 48 Hours and another 48 Hours. Great movies. All right, over to Brett. Empire Strikes Back.
I'm going higher.
It is higher, barely 94 to 92. He's on the board.
Oh wow.
Over to James. Spider-Man 2, the Topher Grace one, or Tobey Maguire, whatever that is.
I was gonna say it's higher, but higher.
It is higher.
Yeah.
It's 93 to 90.
Yeah.
Over to Brett. The Amazing Spider-Man 2, the Andrew Garfield.
Oh
one.
no. I'm gonna say higher as well.
No, lower.
No, come on, man.
James.
Come on.
Terminator 2.
Higher.
Terminator. It is lower. The first Terminator has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Terminator 2 has 93. We are out of time. I'll leave you the second one. Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers is higher than the first Lord of the Rings, 95 and 91. After one round of Joshpardy, James in 3, Brett in 1. As we go to our sponsor, James, tell everybody about the stream where they can donate the money. Tell everybody this is the sponsor of this Joshpardy.
Okay. So we can, in the links below, we can just click these and we go charities. Click those links and it goes to Joyful Heart and Muscular Dystrophy. I've already talked about it a whole bunch in the meantime while we were waiting. So
perfect. You're a hell of a salesman, James. We got to send you to sales school. All right, here we go. Category 2. These are famous talk show hosts. All right. Now, they're either an actual host of a show or they're somebody that I made up. Okay. No. Actual host of a show or somebody that I made up. We are starting with Brett.
Mm-hmm.
We put 90 seconds on the clock. In Conan. 3, 2, 1. Brett. Lexi Allen.
That's made up.
No, it's a real person. She's the host of The Lexi Show on the Word Church Network.
Oh, God.
All right. Over to James. Keith Abloh.
That has to be fake.
No, Keith Abloh real. The Dr. Keith Abloh Show. All right. Over to Brett. Brandon Amherst.
I'm saying that's real.
No, it's fake. Brandon Amherst doesn't exist, at least not as a talk show host. Over to James. Stephanie Powers.
That's too good to be bad. That's real.
No, that's fake. Stephanie Powers. Just a girl I went to high school with. All right.
No, different talk show.
Over to Brett. Fred A. Stevens.
That sounds real.
No.
The A.
Over to James. Michael Berger.
That's fake.
Nope, it's real. The Mike and Maddie Home and Family Show. Over to Brett. Gay Byrne.
I had to say that's fake.
Nope, that's real. He's the host of Ireland's Late Late Show.
Oh.
Over to James. Mark Davis.
Please be real.
It's real.
Oh my
He's the
God.
host of the Mark Davis Show. Over to Brett. Hacker T Dog.
I hope that's real.
That's real. He's the host of UK's Hacker Time. And over finally to James. Linda Weathers. Linda
What was it?
Weathers.
Linda Wenders? That's
Weathers.
fake.
That is fake.
Yeah.
Give him the points.
Wow.
After two
my
rounds,
God.
it is 5-2.
We're getting beat up there, Brett.
Yeah, I got to catch up on my binge watching.
I tell you what, if you're not watching the hacker report in the United Kingdom, you're losing. Okay. Our third category is a little category I'm calling carbohydrates. This is actual trivia. This is either a brand of rye bread or a brand of rye whiskey.
Oh boy.
Okay. James, we start with you, currently in the lead 5-2. I don't have any more Boone's bourbon here in the office, or I drink some during this category. All right. We put 90 seconds on the clock. Get those wallets out, people. Donate some money. James is putting on a hell of a show here. His mom just yelled at him. Okay? We put 90 seconds on the clock. James, in 3, 2, 1. Cobblestone.
That's gotta be a whiskey.
Nope, it's a bread.
Well,
Over to Brett. Pikesville.
That's a whiskey.
That's a whiskey. Over to James. Stellum.
whiskey.
Whiskey. He got
I
it.
don't drink.
That's all right. You don't have to. Over to Brett. Mesta Mocker.
Oh, that's a bread.
That is a bread. Oh, he's having a big category here. Over to James. E.H. Taylor. E.H.
That's a bread.
Taylor. No, that's a whiskey.
Wow.
Over to Brett. Thomas H. Handy.
I would eat that bread.
Ooh, unfortunately, you got to drink that whiskey. Over to James. Woodenville.
Bread?
No,
Stop.
it's a whiskey. Over to Brett. Peerless.
Ooh, whiskey.
That is a whiskey. Ooh, tight game. Over to James. Mastersons.
Please be bread. Yes.
Ooh, it's a whiskey. And over to Brett. Dave's Killer.
Oh, that's bread.
That is bread. It's all tied up 6-6. A huge round for
Wow.
Brett after 3 rounds of a special edition of Joshpardy here on James's Twitch stream. He's raising money. He's doing a hell of a job. I believe before we go into our final credits, James, I believe we have a special video from a good friend of Jesus, dude.
Way to ruin the moment, man.
I believe we have a special video for James's stream here. James, I sent you a video. Are you ready to play?
Yeah, I'm ready to
All
cry. Here we go.
All right, buddy.
All right.
Thanks, Josh, for introducing me to James. And hi, James. It's Jenna Schwitz. I just wanted to say thank you so much for sharing with me your stories on how Glee impacted your life. It's so important to us to hear the way that our work has impacted other people and affected their lives. So we are so grateful to hear that, and I'm so grateful for you for watching the show. And for everybody out there watching the live stream right now, hello, and please go donate if you can, whatever you can, to the Muscular Dystrophy Association and A Joyful Heart. Bye, guys.
What's the next category?
Macaulay
Repeat that.
Culkin.
I had you guys muted for a second so I could play the video. Repeat everything you just said.
It's all good. Jenna Ushkowitz, amazing person.
There we go.
She made that video just for you, James, and I know Glee was a big inspiration to you. So listen, if I can put a smile on your face and a tear in your eye, I'm happy to do it. As an emotional guy myself, I love a good cry on a Monday. Okay, so the next 2 categories I had written for Jenna and Kevin, and I haven't reused them for any show, knowing that this was coming up. So
Wow.
these 2 categories were written for Jenna and Kevin. I never got to them. So this first category is just called Kevin. And It is. These are either IMDb credits of Macaulay Culkin's or I made them up.
Oh,
Okay.
Mhm.
These are either Macaulay Culkin or not. So all your answers are Kevin or no Kevin. Okay. And you have to answer like that. Okay.
okay.
All right. Here we go. We put 90 seconds on the clock in 3, 2, 1. Brett, Rocket Gibraltar.
No, Kevin.
No, that's a Kevin.
Ah!
Over to James, The Lost Pair of Pants.
No, Kevin.
No, Kevin. No, Kevin. Over to Brett, Corporate Ghost.
Kevin.
No, that's a no, Kevin. Over to James, Foster Hell. Nope, sorry. Foster Hall.
Kevin.
Kevin. That's a Kevin. Over to Brett, Sex and Breakfast.
No, Kevin.
Nope, that's a Kevin.
Dang.
Over to James, See You in the Morning.
Kevin.
Kevin. Wait, hold on. Did I get the last one wrong? Brett, did you say Sex and Breakfast was a Kevin?
I don't. I think I said no, Kevin.
Oh, you said no, Kevin. Okay, so it was a Kevin. And then
you could have
James,
it.
did you See You in the Morning? Did you say Kevin?
The one I just happened, I said Kevin.
Kevin, that's a Kevin. Okay, Brett, Forever Found.
Kevin.
No, it's a no, Kevin. This is clearly your apex. Over to James, Only the Lonely.
Kevin.
Kevin, give it to him. Over to Brett, Space and the Infinite Abyss.
No, Kevin.
That is no, Kevin. And then finally, James, Victory at the Gates.
Kevin.
No, it's a
No.
no, Kevin. Okay.
I was
we
just
have-
on his IMDb like 3 days ago too, because I know he's in American Horror Story. So I was looking at what else he's been in recently. So I'm like, please retain memory.
All right. That was 4 categories of Joshpardy. We're going to go to our final category here, your 5th and final category of a special edition of Joshpardy here on this amazing charity live stream that James the Nerd is putting on. He's doing a heck of a job. His mom is very proud of him. She's in the background and she's psyched. She is
Just upstairs on the couch, but yes.
upstairs on the couch, but she's very excited. James, what's your mom's name?
Lisa.
Lisa, way to go, Lisa. You've raised a heck of a young man. Okay, here we go. Your 5th and final category is called It's Not Jen, It's Jenna. Okay, so here's what I did. I found a bunch of fictional Jennas, people that were Jenna in shows, and then there's a bunch of girls I went to high school with named Jenna. Okay, so I'm going to give you a person's name, and you either have to tell me if it's a fictional Jenna or if it's a Jenna I went to high school with. So your answers are either fictional or high school. Okay.
I studied for this one.
She's got it. He's got it. All right, here's your 5th and final category in Joshpardy. We start with James. We put 90 seconds on the clock in 3, 2, 1. James, Jenna Avid.
High school.
No, she was in Baywatch, Hawaii. Okay, over to Brett. Jenna Kane.
High school.
Yep, went to high school with Jenna Kane. All right, hope she's doing well. Over to James, Jenna Mantle.
High school.
High school, that's
I can
correct.
see it in your eyes.
Hope she's doing well. Oh, he's read my tell. All right. Over to Brett, Jenna Clark.
Fictional.
No, went to high school with her. She played basketball. Okay. Over to James, Jenna Hamilton.
Fictional.
That is fictional. She's in the show Awkward. Okay. Over to Brett, Jenna Maroney.
Fictional.
Yeah, she's on 30 Rock. Over to James, Jenna Rink.
High school.
No, fictional. That's Jenna Rink is Jennifer Garner in 13 going on 30.
Oh,
Hurt feelings. Over to Brett, Jenna Summers.
fictional.
Yep, that's a Vampire Diaries character.
Oh.
Over to James, Jenna Wright.
High school.
High school is correct. And finally, Brett, Jenna Barnes.
High school.
High school is correct. But after 5 rounds of Joshpardy, James is your winner.
Let's go.
Good job,
Well,
team.
Good
well
game, Brett.
done,
Good game.
James. A heck of a round of Joshpardy, gentlemen. Proud of the both of you. Your final score: James 13, Brett 11. I tell you what, boys, that was a heated round of Joshpardy, and I'm proud of both of you. You guys crushed it. Really good work.
Thank you.
I just can't believe you know that many Jennas. From
Yeah, yeah.
It's a lot of. It was a popular name in the 80s. Apparently, it was a popular name. Yep. Boys, thanks for taking the time. James, congratulations on the charity live stream.
you.
Did you want to? I can chill for another 10 minutes if you wanted to talk for a bit.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I know you wanted to. You had a little interview, couple interview questions. you
Yeah,
wanted to
sort
ask
of. I don't have anything prepared, but yes.
Oh, okay.
I just kind of want to chat about. So, Brett, do you want to stay on, or do you want to?
I was going to say I could leave if you
I
want
don't
me
care.
to.
You can stay.
It was
I don't
great.
care.
You
I don't care.
having me.
Brett, hang out. Come
Sure.
on.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm here.
It's a party.
Yeah.
I have a balloon somewhere. Here's a balloon.
Happy birthday, James.
Thanks,
Oh,
bud.
that's great. Happy birthday,
Yeah,
dude.
thank you.
Amazing. How
Yes,
old are
sir.
you?
24.
24. God, I remember 24.
You liked the trailer when I sang that I was 24. I mean, I put myself out there, man. I sang.
I apologize. You know what? I'm not a numbers guy. I
Oh,
pay
yeah.
more attention to the art than I do the number. So congratulations.
My singing is art.
It really is. It's impressive, my dude. It's
Oh
very-
yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I just basically want to like I love what you guys do with the positivity report and everything because like there isn't enough like positivity and stuff on the internet. It's always a negative like shithole.
You're not
To put
wrong.
it in other words, like it's always just negativity, and I just love coming. Like your community is crazy good. Like everyone's always
Thanks,
so
man.
welcoming and everyone's
I
great.
think-
yeah,
I think that was the point. You know, it
yeah.
was
Make it a community.
it
Like
was
that.
yeah, because you know, I think when we were at Collider, there are a lot of negative comments and a lot of negative energy that could come through that because when you're speaking your opinion about things that people are passionate about, say movies or TV,
Yeah.
or whatever you're talking about, it tends to breed hate. It really, really does. And so you know, that was the goal of this, was talk about things that we like, talk about things that we wanted, and make sure that the people that are in the live streams, in the chat, in the comments, that they're saying positive things about it and they're not attacking one another.
Yeah.
And that's really what we're trying to do here. And you know, every day just trying to just spread a little positive cheer, put some smiles on people's faces.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Because I've been watching live for the past like 2 months, but I've been like catching a few mostly like clips here and there. Like Striff really got me into it when he was on it.
Nice.
It's like 2 years ago. Like when he was originally on it, I then subscribed. I've been watching every once in a while, but now I'm like really
Nice.
into it because I see like how good the community is.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what we hope for everybody, is a couple friends come from other channels or from other people, and they enjoy themselves and they decide, you know, maybe this is the morning show that they want to watch,
Yeah.
or the afternoon, wherever they are in the world,
Yeah.
whenever it comes on live for them. It's the show that you know, really gets their day going or ends it or whatever, you know.
Yeah. It's time zones.
Time zones, man.
They become my worst enemy throughout this whole thing. I had Australia, UK. I had so many time zones.
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
What's the deal with these time zones? Am I right?
It's a good listen. A famous talk show host by the name of Keith Abloh once said on the Dr. Keith Abloh show, "Time zones. Oh, right. I'm a doctor, but not a time zones. Come on,
Yeah, him
goodness.
and Hackers got in a feud over it. Right?
Yeah. Well, the Hacker Report, as everybody knows.
Well, as soon as that category started, Brett goes, Conan.
When he said Macaulay Culkin, I was like, I think I know his movies, and I was like,
I was just on IMDb and I didn't even know the movies.
When you get onto people's IMDb profiles and you start going like the
Don't
beginning
stop.
of the career, you think that they're all like Daniel Day-Lewis, right? Like he started on My Left Foot and he just kept winning Academy Awards every time he did something. But nope. I mean, guys, Jennifer Lawrence was in 31 episodes of the Bill Engvall show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never watched an episode, had no idea, and there she is. And then straight to Winter's Bone and gets an Academy Award, and then all of a sudden she's the biggest star on the planet. It's crazy.
Yeah. Jennifer Aniston was in that Ferris Bueller show.
The
right?
best show ever made.
The Ferris Bueller TV show?
You've never heard of
The
this?
No.
Isn't it
All
on
right, first of all,
MTV?
it was on. I forget what channel it was on. It was on some basic cable channel. I know way more about this than I need to because I met the guy at Six Flags and talked to him for 3 hours about it.
You met Ferris Bueller?
Literally, I went there to goof because obviously Eric and the gang watched those years ago.
It is.
And then I went there.
Jimmy
I went there,
Bueller.
and I went there and I met him. He was at Six Flags Great Adventure for a Comic-Con. I went and talked to him. Nobody paid to see him except me. So I'm just sitting there talking to him for 3 hours. I got severe sunburn. We were just chatting about the Ferris Bueller TV show for 3 hours. He told me everything about the making of it.
Charlie
Wow.
Slatter.
Charlie
is his
Slatter.
name.
Yeah, the show
Charlie
starts
Slatter.
with him like watching the movie or something, being like, "Hey, the
Yeah.
movie's based off of me." So
Yeah.
it gets really layered.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the show, Mark Riley? Mark Riley's off camera right now. Did Ferris Bueller? Did you ever watch the TV show, the Ferris Bueller's Day Off TV show?
Not starring Matthew Broderick.
Not Matt. So you had Charlie Schlatter, Amy Dolans played Sloane Peterson, Sam Freed, Jennifer Aniston as Jeannie Bueller, so the sister,
Yeah, the sister.
and then some woman named Christine Rose who looks exactly like Tina Fey. Like I feel like she stole Tina Fey's headshot.
I'm sure it would have been the other way around.
And in the Halloween episode, Ferris and Jeannie make out.
What?
Yeah. And then he peels off his mask, or she peels off her mask, and it's like his girlfriend. It's real. It's real.
No.
I swear
about
to you, it's
Richard-
real. And he's dressed as the principal.
Speaking of, the principal is Richard Reel,
Yeah.
who is in Office Space, one of the
Yep.
greatest roles in Office Space. He plays Simkowski. My goodness. I'd never seen the show. 1990, 1991, 13 episodes. Wow.
Yeah. The Ferris Bueller TV show is a treat, though. You need to check it out. It's wild. The sound effects in it will make you like recalculate your life.
I'm trying to find where it airs.
It's on YouTube.
just-
You can go find it on YouTube. They're all there.
It's just crazy because in that universe, a movie was based off of him, starring Matthew Broderick. But no one ever mentions that again. Like, wouldn't you be talking
Yeah,
about that?
yeah.
all
And
the
his
time?
parents never mentioned it, and they don't have money from it.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
So it's based. So
Get Strip in here. He's the expert. Get Strip.
in the show, the movie is based off of this kid's life, who is Ferris
No
Bueller.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how they connect them.
That is hilarious. Oh man, I didn't even know this existed. Were you guys fans? This seems like the same time that the show Parker Lewis Can't Lose was on. Did you guys ever watch that
I've
show?
heard of this somewhere.
I've heard of it, haven't seen it.
Yeah. Do yourself a favor. Mark Riley off camera saying the same thing. Do yourself a favor and watch Parker Lewis Can't Lose, because it seems to would have a similar vibe to this Ferris Bueller TV show.
Mhm.
Right. Ferris Bueller debuted August 23rd, 1990 on NBC.
Yep.
And was canceled within its first season a few months after its debut.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That was-
Unbelievable.
Canceled before I was born.
Totally. Productions in association with Paramount Television. So if you guys have Paramount Plus, you can probably get Ferris Bueller, the TV show.
I hope it's on there.
Why aren't
It's
you putting
not.
that on the billboards?
It's not.
How about you got to love the Wikipedia synopsis. Though based on the film, the series was not a canon continuation. Thanks, Wikipedia. It's not like an Empire Strikes Back over here. It's Ferris Bueller. That's really good.
Yeah, it's not like these Disney Plus shows where everything's canon.
But
Correct,
it's the
yeah.
craziest show ever. Like, I go back and watch it from time to time because it's just that crazy. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like the sound effects like are just I can't. They carry the show.
I love it. Little did we know, we play a little Joshpardy and talk about the Ferris Bueller TV show. James, thanks for having me on, man. I wish I could stay longer.
Yeah,
I gotta
no.
go home and take care of my little daughter.
Yep.
Good luck with the rest of the stream. Crush it.
Yeah.
And Brett, nice to meet you, my dude. And
Nice to meet you.
we got content every day, so you know where to tune in. The Good People Association.
All right. Thank you guys.
Thank you, James.
Thank you.